Today we're going to be talking about not FOMO, we're going to talk about JOCO and why JOCO is the key to your pre-med success and to you getting into medical school. Are you ready for that? Who wants to get into medical school? Let's go. Coming back at y'all. But stop making excuses, stop whining, stop, right? Get at it. No excuses, just dominate. All right, guys. Harpreet, good morning. Harpreet's always like number one or number two on here. Welcome, guys. Good morning. Today we're talking about JOCO, and this is a topic that came up in my actual coaching session earlier this week. I was working with my students, and we were talking about what it means to be a successful pre-med and how that happens. And so as we talk about that, I thought it would be good to bring it to you guys today and to really talk about how you guys can be successful as pre-meds and get into medical school. So who wants to talk about it? Who wants to know what JOCO is? Because everyone's heard of FOMO. But today we're going to talk about JOCO because it was helpful to my students. So I'm going to bring it to you guys here. JOCO. So as a pre-med, so often many of you guys fail to get into medical school and achieve your dreams, etc., because you have this FOMO, this fear of missing out on things. And it comes both in your personal life, but also in your professional life, where you have the fear that, oh my gosh, if I don't do this, if I don't do that, then I'm going to miss out. And so because of that, you get involved in everything. Whether they be extracurriculars, whether they be your friend activities, your hangouts, your parties, you try to do everything. And because, hello mother, Happy New Year. And because you try to do everything, you end up being, right, that jack of all trades, master of none, and you can't figure out why medical schools don't like your application. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do is to forget about FOMO and adopt what I call JOCO. And I had to really think about this because as a pre-med myself, right, I wasn't the smartest person. I didn't have the most resources. So what I had to do is be very smart and very tactical about what I was involved in to make sure that I was very efficient and very effective in how I spent my time. And so I was trying to think about how can I get over this fear of missing out? What else is there? And what else is there is what I call JOCO. JOCO, y'all. JOCO is no joke. JOCO is the joy of consciously opting out. Hear me. You want to experience the joy of consciously opting out as opposed to having a fear of missing out. And there's a big difference. Many of you guys do things because you're told you have to do them. Many of you guys feel peer pressure, feel medical school, feel advisor pressure to do certain actions, to do certain things that you think are going to make you successful. You have not taken the time to personally ask yourself, wait a minute, is this what I should be doing? Is this what I want to be doing? Is this the best use of my time, of my energy, of my focus? And because of that, when you don't ask that question, you are running around constantly at the whim of everyone else and their feelings, and it causes you to think like, whoa, what am I missing out on? But instead, I encourage you guys to critically think about every single minute of your day, every single thing you embark on, so that way you don't waste time, and instead, everything you do is impactful to your life. And this goes in a couple different ways. Mike, what up? How many of you guys, when you started college, they had that college like club fair the first week, and you went around and you put your name on every single form, you signed up for 50 clubs, right? And you spend your whole first year running around to this meeting and that meeting and this meeting and being involved in this and this study group and this student session, and you do all these things. At the end of the first year, you recognize you were doing way too much. And you were doing that way too much because you had this fear that you were missing out on something that was crucial to you being successful. What I did and what I encourage my students to do and what I encourage you to do is to develop a mindset that I call it no days on alert, in the sense that we always have a choice, we always have an option. And it's all those little choices and little options that are going to shape us as a pre-med and also in our prospects to get into medical school. And so every day I want you to think about every single thing you do and why you do it. And is it what you should be doing and how to do it, right? So that way you're not doing 50, right? Mike said he signed up for Italian club and they still haven't met. And that's many of you guys, right? And so you have all these extracurriculars, you have all these clubs you're a part of, you have all these things, but you have nothing that's impactful in multiple ways, in the sense that you have nothing that you're passionate about, that you really like, that you are like, man, this is amazing, I want to do more of this, and you haven't made a difference for anyone else's life. You haven't changed the world, and that's what medical schools want to see. And so if you guys can be conscious about your decisions and say, you know what, I'm not going to be involved in that club because I know I can be involved in this club, which is personal to me, and I can make an impact in. And the example is one of my students we're talking about in coaching is a member of the Asian something something club, Asian Pacific Islander something club. And I asked her, I'm like, well, why are you in this club? What do you think about this club? And she's like, well, like, you know, it just kind of, it's frustrating to me because I'm so passionate about this and my club is not. And what she was saying is that she, as from her cultural background, she feels like there's not a lot of people like her in this. And so she wanted to build a sense of community, but this club really was not about that community. She also wanted to do outreach into the local Asian communities to improve literacy and health and different things. And the club really wasn't about that. So I said, you join this club wanting to do that, but they don't want to do any of that. So then why are you involved in that club? And so what we talked about was a strategy for her developing her own organization that will do the actual things she's passionate about and the actual things she's interested in. And she can do it on her terms, and she can make a bigger impact in her community to her people. And for you guys, right, that's the joy of consciously opting out, saying, listen, I don't have to be a part of this club. I can do my own thing and do it better. Or instead of being involved in this club, I'm going to be involved in that club. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? And it goes for the same thing in terms of your social life, that many of you guys, you fear of missing out, so you go to a bunch of terrible stuff that is not fun. Your friends aren't there. It's not rewarding to you. And in this pre-med life, guys, it's hard to be a pre-med. It's hard to be a college student. You have to have the reward. You have to have some sort of balance. You have to be able to party. You have to be able to let your hair down. But you guys have this FOMO where you're all over the place, and so none of your social interactions are as valuable as they could be. And I call it the Triple H, the half-hearted hangout. How many of you guys are half-hearted hangouters? Where you're hanging out, but you're not fully able to hang out and to relax and to give your friends, right, the attention they deserve. Because you're somewhere else. Your mind's on this. Your mind's on that. If instead you would consciously say, listen, I'm not going to this hangout or this party or this activity because I know this is going to be the best activity where all my friends are going to be, where I'm going to be past my test and I can really focus in whatever it is, and you can really, really find nourishment and recovery from all that stuff, right? Victoria says me, right? That's what you want from your life because you guys want to be happy. And I think a lot of people tell you like, oh, like work hard, and I'm all about working hard because I feel like a lot of you guys don't work hard enough. But at the same time, you guys have to have ways of rewarding yourself for your hard work. Otherwise, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Yes? Does this make sense to everybody? And Christian says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Christian. Do you recommend looking over a subject before starting the class if you have never taken it? And I'll pull it out here. And my students are telling you to get into my study course, the 5 Pillars of Studying Less and Getting Better Grades. Why? Because in my 5 Pillars course, I teach my students how to front load. And so we had a coaching session earlier for my study courses, my students in my study course this past Monday, and we talked about just that, right? Because it's winter break. And so my students are already preparing for the next term, and many of them have aspirations of being through all the material before classes start. And this is them consciously opting out of getting a fully relaxing winter break. But the reason they do that is because by doing all this work in these weeks when no one else is working, they're so far ahead of everyone else that it gives them confidence. It allows them not to stress. And then also, they sacrifice 2 weeks of winter break to gain 10 or 16 weeks of cyclical, relaxed, comfortable learning during their term. So when they are learning consistently, and they are ahead, they don't worry about a break because every day is a break, every day is a victory, every day is a win. As we were talking about in the session earlier this week, one of my students taking their MCAT on their birthday. And they were excited about it. And if you know how to study, if you are ahead, if you're prepared, it is an exciting thing. It's a birthday gift to be able to take your MCAT on your birthday because you know you're going to knock it out the park because you're prepared. So in that same vein, if you guys want to get to medical school and you want a qualified, expert, pre-med advisor, coach, mentor to support you, who cares about you, to get through the process, for New Year's Eve, I'm running 72 hours only, 75% off my new Premed coaching program, the total Premed transformation. You get all my courses, all my Premed courses. You get coaching with me bi-weekly, so every other week you get to coach with me, and you get be a part of my TPT community, and you can get it all for 75% off for the next 72 hours. It's in the box below in the description, so you guys can click there, and you can get me working with you every week. Isn't that awesome, right? And it's 75% off for the next 72 hours to make sure that all of you guys have an opportunity to get into this program at an affordable price. And when you see the price, when you click, you're like, holy smokes, whew, I'm signing up today. Because the price you can sign up for 75% off, it's less than the cost of any one of my individual courses. So you can get my MCAT course, my How to Dominate Premed course, my application course, my interview course, all of it for less than the price of one course, plus the coaching with me. So I hope you guys check that out in the link in the box below, and check out my TPT, my total Premed transformation. It's going to shake up the world. And my intention with it is essentially to commoditize Premed advising, in the sense that I want every student who wants to get to medical school to be able to afford to have the guidance they need to get to medical school. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm saying it's not about anything other than making sure that every single passionate student has the opportunity to get the guidance they need, to get the knowledge they need to be successful and get to medical school. So if you guys are interested in getting to medical school and you want someone to be in your corner, the total Premed transformation is the opportunity. Julian, Happy New Year. Yes, Tahara, and I actually responded, Tahara, to your email. I don't know if you checked your email. I saw your email. But yes, I recommend my courses for people who are in high school, people who are in college, people about to graduate college, because I have something for everyone. So wherever you're at in your journey, there's something there for you. Alrighty. Any other questions? Sleep in on a win, wake up on a loss. I like that. You can sleep in on a win, but you wake up on a loss, right? So you got to get going. Start that day right. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I got to head out of here. It is New Year's Day, so we're going to Legoland today for the kids, because that's what parents do. You don't get to sleep in on New Year's. You have to go run around a theme park that's super crowded. Organic Soul Jazz, Happy New Year. So everyone, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope your new year was wonderful. My new year was incredible. First live stream, Aria Band, welcome. Last night I went to my student Antonia and her husband's restaurant. Oh my gosh. The most incredible Italian food I've ever had in my life, and it was so great to be able to connect with my student and to meet up with her. So, oh, Antonia's here! Yes! Yeah, so it was just an incredible night. So thank you again, Antonia. My whole family was raving. I took my whole family, of course, right? Because I just wrote my whole family. They were raving. So Shannon wants to go back like tomorrow. So you may see us. We're going to probably put disguises on. We'll probably be back to eat tomorrow. Siamo Napoli, it's incredible. If you guys ever get to North Park in San Diego, it has 5 stars on Yelp. I don't know about you guys. When I saw this, I was like, wait a minute. I don't think I've ever eaten at a 5-star Yelp restaurant because it's so hard to do that. But Siamo Napoli, it's incredible food. The service was amazing. So if you guys want some great Italian food, some great service, Siamo Napoli, I can't recommend that strongly enough. It was incredible. Everyone, yeah, it's way throwback. But they've revamped Legoland. It's a new, fancier Legoland now. Everyone, thank you, Hood for Thought. I appreciate that. Everyone, have a great, great day, and check out the TPT in the link below, and I'll see you guys next time. Today is the day, guys. No more excuses, no more complaining. You're going to take your future in your own hands. You're going to dominate. You're going to be successful. Get to my website, studenttransformation.com. I challenge you. What are you going to do today to make your life better?